So yeah, welcome to another game. It's going to be the small Gwommy Village today, which is just basically a smaller version of my Gwommy Village game. So there will still be some fun rolls and some fun stuff going on, but in a compromised version, and I hope everyone will have a good time. We are going to have some villagers that are well, they don't know anything, they don't get to do anything, and they win if they kill all the werewolves. But some of these villagers might not be, as normal as they look at first. So there will be an unknown number of lichens. The lichen looks like a werewolf if checked by the seer, which we don't have, by the way, but if the Gwommy man checks them. There might be some cursed villagers. The cursed villager, if hit by the werewolves at night, will become a werewolf instead of dying. So in the morning, I will just say nobody died, unless someone died from some other reason. We'll see. Then there will also, for some reason, you guys in the village, you decided to make these Gwommy bots, some kind of robots, like synthetic flesh thingy. I don't know why you made them, because they're not really helping the village at all. They're just annoying. So there will be an unknown amount of Gwommy bots. The Gwommy bot is like a villager in all sense. It's just that it has some kind of quirk. So when I send you a role, if I tell you you're a Gwommy bot, I will also tell you what you must do during the game. If you don't do that, then you will be killed during the night. So I might say in the morning that this and this person died, and then you don't know if it was of the werewolves or it was because they didn't do their quirk. And of course, I encourage everyone, or not everyone maybe, but those who want to make up your own quirks so that you might, hide those real bots. Then we will also have the famous one and only Gwommy man. The Gwommy man wakes up every night, and the Gwommy man gets to do one out of two things. I won't go into details on exactly how all these are. Well, actually, I should, because otherwise it will be confusing. So it could be the action of scare. Scare means that you choose someone, another player. If that player has a role, they will not get to act that night. So if you scare a werewolf, then the werewolves will not get to kill. None of the werewolves will get to kill. If you scare, well, actually there aren't that many roles. So you might want to be careful with this. All right. Anyway, then it could be sleep. Sleep means just you don't do anything. Then we have protect. So then it's like the bodyguard. You get to protect someone. That person cannot be killed the same night. Difference in bodyguard though is you can always choose whoever you want. There's no, like, if you would get to protect 2 nights in a row, you can choose the same person. You can also, instead you can choose silence. If you choose to silence someone, you tell me a name, and that person cannot speak the next day. They have to have their microphone muted. It could be see. It's like the seer. You get to know is a person a werewolf or not a werewolf. And it could be kill, and then you get to kill someone instantly. And there's only 6 options today because we're fewer players. So that way the see, for example, or the protect will come up more often, or it's a larger chance at least.
So it's just quick: is see, sleep,
kill, protect,
scare,
silence,
kill. What does the silence do?
It's like the spellcaster. You silence someone, they can't talk the next time.
Yeah. You've been silenced before, remember?
Yes, I do.
All right. Then we will have the baby dragon. The baby dragon is a baby dragon. So it's kind of hard to kill them because they're so cute. But the baby dragon will have 2. So the baby dragon will have 2 lives for all intents and purposes. Like if they get voted out or if they get targeted by the werewolves. Now they're a bit shy though, so you can't say that you're the baby dragon. And I will also be a bit more picky. Like last game, some people said, "Well, I can't say what I am," and so on. So try to not. You can't talk about your role. Sort of. It's a balance thing, but try to avoid that. Then if you lose one of your lives, I will send you a message private. So if you are the baby dragon, you might want to keep an eye on your chat during the game, or at certain points when you might have lost a life. Then we will have an unknown number of werewolves. The werewolves wants to eat the villagers because they're hungry, but also they win if they ever get to parity. So if there's 2 werewolves left and 2 villagers, then the werewolves will instantly win. One of the werewolves will be a Gwommy wolf, and the Gwommy wolf in this setup has 2 things it will do. First night, night 0, before the game starts, it will wake up, and it will get to choose one of 2 roles to be for the rest of the game. And in this setup, it's going to be passive roles. So it could be the Wolfman, which means they look like a villager if they get checked. It could be the Wolf Cub. If they are killed, then the next night the werewolf will get 2 kills. It could be the Starving Wolf, which means that if you don't kill anyone during the day, the werewolves get 2 kills each night that happens. It could be the Tough Wolf. The Tough Wolf has 2 lives as well, just like the baby dragon. And that's the 4 options. So there's 4 options that it could be. 2 of those will be available to choose from. No, actually 1 more, sorry. It could be a hunter wolf as well. So if it gets killed, it instantly gets to kill someone else as well. So 5 options, but only 1 of them will be in the game. Then, because we're playing with a smaller village, there is no wannabes. There's no wannabe Gwommy Man and there's no wannabe Gwommy Wolf. Instead, though, after the... Let's say that I don't know, good example. Let's say that the Gwommy Man gets these 2 options, so silence or kill, and they go, pointing up or pointing down to indicate to me which one they want to do. Whatever they don't choose, that's what the Gwommy Wolf will get to do afterwards. So if you're the Gwommy Man, you might want to be a bit careful with that, so you don't give the wolves too strong of an abilities. Now, of course, it could be that you get like protect and see. There's no point for the, So a lot of times the Gwommy Wolf will not actually do anything useful, but it's just in there, so there's a bit of confusion. So you're not really sure what happened in the morning. Then let's see, we're 11. So then we're going to have the final role is the Gwommy Voter. Now in this setup, actually, I do want to try to I'm just going to run a totally normal game when it comes to nominations. So you have 3 nominations each day. If you don't, kill anyone, we go to sleep. You can choose to nominate to not kill anyone as well. And what else is there to say? Well, up is to save, down is to kill. So Gwommy Voter has to take turns up and down, up and down. The first vote, they get to decide how they vote. But for the rest of the game, and they have to keep track of this themselves, they have to go the opposite of what they just did. So that's, and they can't come out with their role either. They can't say that they are the Gwommy Voter. So I think
they're on the werewolf team, or are they on?
No, they're a villager.
Okay.
So
somebody taking these notes and going to share them in the chat, so I don't have to write them all down. Guess not.
I will say with this setup though that since we don't have a seer and a bodyguard, things could be very different. Like you might not get a C in the whole game, or you might not get a protect. I think the Gwommy Man in general is better with more players and with other roles that are acting and so on. But we'll see how it goes. I hope it will be fun anyway.
So the Gwommy Wolf gets to do the other action the Gwommy Man did not take?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you scare the cursed? That's not really much to that, right? They're still cursed.
Yeah, they're still cursed. Like scare is almost useless in this game.
Yeah.
Basically,
Maybe
you can scare the wolves.
Yeah, you can scare the wolves. That's like the main.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the Gwommy Wolf gets scared, it doesn't matter at all. It's like sleep for them. So.
If you scare the baby dragon, it's no big deal.
If you scare a wolf, does the whole wolf team not get a kill then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gwommy Man is a villager, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he's not like Chupacabra where he's on his own team.
No.
Okay.
Now, my plan was if I had one more player, I would have put in the minion as well. So then it would be interesting, then it could scare the minion and so on. But anyway. So.
I'm not even gonna pretend I remember all those rules.
Well, this is the basic game. You should have been here for Sunday.
I was reading the Discord for that. That sounded nuts.
So there's no seer then. The Gwommy is.
Gwommy Man might be seer.
Gwommy's the seer and our bodyguard.
And Melissa
And there's lichen in there too.
is the seeker. I'm assuming.
Maybe there's maybe lichens, maybe cursed. There may be
No
Gwommy.
pressure.
Oh, one more thing. There are an unknown number of hunters as well, so there could be hunters in as well.
Everyone's a hunter.
I'm gonna get
And
eaten night one anyway, so.
I think your power might come from your cat. I mean, every time I'm watching, the cat's always on the screen, so I think your cat might be whispering to you. Be like, it's gone.
It's her familiar. That's
Yeah,
why
you
she
can-
gets
yeah.
the thought of it.
okay, I'm gonna randomize this.
I saw you wearing the Mandalorian shirt, Mattu.
Oh yeah,
That game is that show is so awesome.
yeah, I love it.
I love space western.
My husband was just reading that Mace Windu is supposed to be on there or something like that tonight. Season 4, I guess. That's what he was reading.
4. That's 2 seasons away.
Very pre-planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't hurt that the people
Already
doing the
started.
show is like
Season
fan like we are.
Yeah.
Palpatine's great granddaughter's gonna be in season 7. Word on the street.
Season 7.
I'm excited the baby has a name though.
Yeah,
Although who's really gonna call it by the baby's name?
Yeah, it's not like you.
It's still Baby Yoda.
Right, I'm sending out the rolls now.
I'm a little less stressed out since it's not blood on the clock tower.
Oh.
I needed a break.
I'd say I haven't seen you in a game in a while, Scotty.
No, I've been staying up till 6 a.m. playing that silly game.
Yeah, there's a bunch of you that it seems like have forgotten us over here on the werewolf side.
Is that game similar?
Yeah, so
It's a more intense.
it's social deduction still.
Yeah.
Social deduction, when you die, you don't have to leave. You still get to play.
I think the basic game is somewhat
cool.
similar. When you go to a higher script, then it becomes a different
I
animal.
feel like some of the custom scripts, I'm just like, I feel like I might be beta testing it, and I don't really know if that's what I want from that game.
You still have a role, and you still need to figure out who the bad guys are, just
Okay.
like in Werewolf. So
But you might
that's the
be-
similarities.
You might be drunk or you might be poisoned, so your information could be bad.
And you go to different rooms to discuss information. So
yeah,
on Zoom,
Yeah, you have conversations.
yeah,
with
it's like
single
telephone
people.
game. So there's a lot of lying and a lot of truth. You just don't know.
It's also much longer sometimes.
Ooh. I think in
Took-
person,
our game
in person,
Sunday
it
took
goes
5
faster.
hours.
Oof.
Dang.
So did someone not get a roll?
I've got
You
mine.
gotta send it to me in the chat. Here, 1 sec.
Oh, he's got 2 accounts
Connor?
logged in.
I was reading the rules for Western Legend, and then I couldn't resist. Ended up buying the game. I ended up buying the game.
It's good. I like Western Legends.
Well, Connor's gonna teach me in July next year when the pandemic ends.
I want that one too.
That's on my wish list.
It's super fun.
Everybody's got it. I like it.
So and I will remind you, if you have any questions about anything during the game, you don't want to ask them outright, you can always send me a private message and I'll try to check that. Also, there could be times during the game when I need to send message to someone, so you can, especially if you're the baby dragon, you might want to check the chat. But there could be other things happening as well. So for once in a while, and I'll check the chat.
So is the Gwommy man and the Gwommy boat they are villagers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent you a message that says
Why-
chat here. I still don't have a role.
Oh, okay. Wait, how do I write? Okay, Graham chat. Okay, here we go. I'll remember that.
Excellent. Thanks.
All right, I think we are ready to get started. So the first night will be like any night basically with these rolls. So we'll do. But I will say though that first night I will not randomize the options for the Gwommy man and the wolf because that could be like really weird if you get a kill first night. So I might have a little bit of an input there. All right, so everything else in the game is randomized, of course. So let's get started with night 0. So everyone go to sleep. And I should mute everyone as well. And good night, everyone, and welcome back to the Gwommy Village, or a little suburb, actually. This is not the main village, but you still have a Gwommy man running around. We'll see if that helps the village or not. It's going to be interesting. So let's get started with the Gwommy man. So Gwommy man, if you want to wake up, and I will give you 2 options here, like that. So you want to do that. So who do you want to do it to? All right. Then let's have the werewolves, including the Gwommy wolf. All the werewolves could wake up and just say hi to each other. And then you can go back to sleep. And then we'll have the Gwommy wolf wake up. And you get to do this. So who do you want to do it to? Okay. All right. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new morning here. I'm still alive. I just got out of the. I'm just calling you on the link. I don't want to be in this village. It seems dangerous. So yeah.
Doesn't the Gwommy Wolf get to pick a role the first night?
That's actually true. Thank you, Melissa. I'm obviously a little bit confused, even though it's a basic game. All right, so everyone go to sleep again. It's because he got to choose something else to do. That's why I got confused. Okay, so Gwommy Wolf, wake up. And do you want to be this or that? You are going to be this. All right. Thank you. All right, so now everyone can wake up. And sorry for that. And you can unmute yourselves and have fun with it.
What role did you pick, Connor?
I didn't pick, but I was just getting ready to message Joseph as soon as Melissa was saying that, so that's funny.
Well, someone asked me if there's no nomination. I'm just going to keep pushing you for a nomination, basically, so we don't sit here all night. But, it's not that many people, so you can take your time and talk, of course. I don't have any timer. I don't like that.
So I might have missed this. Did he say how many Lycan's cursed villagers, this bots?
Unknown.
Undetermined.
Including hunters, too.
Indeterminate.
Oh, yeah. Even hunters are undetermined.
Could be 0.
Yeah, there's a
Who
lot.
should we nominate?
Man, Adam's being strange again.
I'm wondering if Adam got silenced, maybe. Maybe the whatever the second option is silence.
Should our Gwommy man always? So I saw the in the chat. Is it always going to be like see and kill are together,
I
and
think so.
Or no.
No,
They're
I
on
think it's
opposite
random.
sides of the stand.
oh, so see and kill will never be together.
Correct.
Okay.
So if the Gwommy man did get silenced,
Oh.
would you have messaged that person and told them that they couldn't speak?
No, I would say it outright, like this person.
In the
cannot
morning, because
Okay.
What does C do for the Gwommy wolf? Do they get
like
to
the
roll?
seer, the Gwommy wolf.
It's pointless in this setup. Like if there was a minion, they could try to find the minion. That was my idea from the start. But
If I could find the Gwommy man and kill him.
no, but they
You
only
said
get,
you said you can find the
They don't
Gwommy
see him as a
man.
villager?
No, he's only gonna see him as a villager. He's not gonna say his role.
Ah,
And
Giving
for
up a
Gwommy
s-
man, if he gets silenced, he gets to pick somebody else to be silenced, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or himself or
Oh,
herself.
you could pick himself. Yeah. But yeah, giving up a C sounds bad, but if it might
I was
not
just
be the
thinking.
worst
I was
option.
trying to think of the ones C goes with. Which one is obviously sleep is fine. Like you want to choose C over sleep.
Yeah.
But which ones would you say like are good to say? You know what? You can have C. I wouldn't give him kill. I would never.
No,
If
never
it comes
give
up,
him
you
kill.
have to take it.
Right.
Yeah, I think. Well, if it is C and kill on one side, then I think you'd always take C if it's available, because the rest are not.
But I think anytime kill comes up, Gwommy man should take the kill.
Oh, for sure.
Otherwise,
They
they
have
get two
to.
kills, right?
Yeah.
Well, in scare, there's no other. If Gwommy man always goes first, then scare is
Oh, that's true.
pointless to the wolves.
Did we establish
No,
that
it's
scare
would be
doesn't
pointless
do
to
anything in
roll,
this
but-
game?
If you scare a
It can scare the
werewolf, they don't
wolves.
get a kill.
But if
well,
they
if they're the only werewolf, then they don't get a kill, right?
Joseph,
No, no,
if
no.
they scare the
Anyone on the
hunter-
team, I think the entire wolves
Yeah,
don't
the
get a
entire
kill.
werewolf group.
and we won't know because when he tells us there was no kills last night, it could have been a protect. It could be the baby dragon. It could be scared.
Could be
There's
cursed.
going to be a lot of reasons why there would be no kill.
Joseph, does scare work that it just nullifies whatever the role's ability, like hunter, baby dragon, even though they don't wake up during the night?
I
Scare a hunter, they
think
shouldn't be able to
normally
shoot, yeah.
normally no, but I think we have to play it that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I was gonna say it doesn't
yeah.
really affect anybody.
Yeah, it can
Scaring
only
the
affect
hunter means
werewolves.
they wouldn't shoot.
Okay.
So it's gonna affect the next day as well. So if the
He's
Gwommy
too
wolf
scared to
scares
shoot.
the hunter, then he doesn't get
Yeah.
to shoot when he dies.
I think if the Gwommy man gets scared, they should use that even over C, because if they scare somebody and then the werewolves don't kill, it's the same as seeing, but then you also avoid a kill.
That's true. Because they'll know, like, if they scare, they'll know that the person they scared was a wolf.
Yeah, but they could have hit the baby dragon when they went, also.
Or if the
Yeah, it
werewolves
is.
get C, do they see the exact role, or do they just see werewolf or?
No, they will get the exact role. That's the only way to do this. Make any sense. So actually,
Yeah,
then
I'm gonna make this a little interesting because I feel like this never happens. But I'm a hunter, so if the werewolves want to kill me tonight, or you guys decide to vote me out, I get to take a shot at somebody. I have no idea who I'm gonna shoot at, but I'm just throwing that out there right now.
And I already had you pegged as a wolf.
That doesn't mean anything.
unable.
Like you can still peg him as a wolf.
Connor, I'm just gonna say this: if you shoot Sonya, she's probably gonna come find you.
No, I'm not shooting Sonya. Sonya's the only one I won't shoot.
He has
Fair, he
immunity.
didn't say he was a
Yeah.
villager hunter.
It's true.
Is it-
There's a werewolf under.
Yeah, but I doubt Connor would have picked. I mean,
No way in a million
He
years.
wouldn't have
I
picked
would've-
Oh,
Werewolf
you
hunter.
could be the hunter wolf, the Gwommy hunter wolf.
No way I would have chosen that. I would've
Yeah, he
chosen-
What if
chosen-
what if
all
we
the
figure
other
out
ones-
Sonya is the werewolf? Why
Werewolf
wouldn't you
hunter
shoot
would have
her?
been the least one I would have chosen.
Well, yeah. If you have suspicion on her, then shoot. I was just saying, it's like.
But I'm
I
a
would-
villager, so I'm safe. No biggie.
That's what a werewolf would say.
That's what Sonya would say every game. So.
Actually,
Every
you just
game.
said Gil is what a werewolf would say.
So, do you want to nominate someone?
I'll nominate Gil.
Yeah.
Why would you nominate me?
I think you just threw some shade at Sonya.
That's
I'll
fine.
second it.
We have a second. So, Jill, what's your defense?
I'm not a werewolf. Not even close. I just put shade on Sonia because I wasn't shade. I was making a joke, but maybe she's a werewolf. We'll know by the end of the game.
All right. So,
I would shoot Sonia if I was a hunter.
No
So
way.
you know,
Nope.
even if she's innocent.
How, Joseph?
I know I have to keep up impressions, don't
Yeah,
I,
I would
Gil?
say that that
At
is
what
work-
point?
I
At
think
what
that is
point
work
do we? Since we start with
zero time.
11, at what point will seconds no longer be needed?
5 maybe.
5. Okay.
Maybe.
I'm not really sure. Usually I do my candidates and then I don't do that. But with the it's the first time I ever tried this with the normal system. But all right, so let's vote for Jill. So up means save, down means kill,
Vote for the villager.
and let's vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. So
Look at Connor.
Jill is alive. That was the first nomination.
And now I don't know if I believe you if you're a hunter anymore.
Kitty.
I'm gonna write Connor.
So now that the cat's visited, I think Melissa probably has some good info.
He whispered in my ear. It's hard right now. It's not much talk. I think my only suspicions are
Sonia.
No, not Sonia. I think Ben and Johnny, honestly.
I have 2 suspicions too, actually. Gil and Melissa. Those are my 2.
God, your cat's so cute, Melissa.
Who seconded your nomination, Connor?
Scotty did.
Okay.
Then I voted up.
So
You're gonna be wrong like you were last time.
Is there a second nomination out there?
If I end up getting killed today by you guys or get killed at night, the werewolves, I'm gonna go after either Gil or Melissa. Which would you guys rather me go after?
Don't do it.
Oh, I don't really have suspicion on either of them.
Well, at least now Connor helped me not to be killed by the werewolves.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll stay longer. But he's gonna kill one of us.
Gil is usually really, and of course this is a small game. By now, when he's a villager, he's really strategizing, doing the Connor thing of ins and outs, and he's really quiet tonight.
Yep.
Unusually quiet.
Am I?
Yes.
All right. There's nothing special.
I'd like to hear from like Timothy and Johnny and Graham and Adam, who haven't really said much. I guess Ben hasn't said much either.
Hi.
How you
I don't
doing?
have much to say.
I mean, Melissa's already thrown you under the bus, so
I heard that. I'm just a villager. I have no suspicions myself. But that's pretty much all I have.
I wouldn't say that I have any suspicions quite yet. There's nothing really to base them on other than people's faces so far. So
I don't have any suspicions, but I've rewatched my last couple games and my reads are terrible. So yeah, I don't know that Joseph would have put too many regular villagers in, but that's the role he sent me. I suspect I'm either a lichen or cursed.
You say you're a plain villager?
It says villager. It doesn't say plain villager, just villager.
You know, you left Adam out of that.
That is unlikely.
That much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He just said-
Considering
he
I-
just
So
said
there's
he
only
doubts-
2 villagers.
Yeah, no, he just said he doubts he really is. He thinks he's a cursed or
A lichen. Or
probably
a
should.
lichen's
Or a
going to
lichen.
show up as a villager.
I would
That
say
could
actually
be.
coming out with that's actually dangerous because, yeah, I don't.
Oh, it's just something to keep
I mean,
in
at
mind.
this
What
point,
else are you gonna
I'm
do?
a villager. So
You're
if
right, yeah,
werewolves
exactly,
choose to
Matthew. I
kill
don't
me
think
and
you
there's
would've
no
said
death,
that.
then maybe I'll be a
Yeah,
werewolf.
no, I
later.
don't. I think he's probably telling the truth. I think it's just dangerous.
Oh, I'm
to
sure
come
he's
out.
good right now. We can't trust that he'll be good later.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. With
Right.
So considering I normally die the first night, I know, Johnny was just kind of like, a slight suspicion, but because Matt chose to pick him out and say Melissa called you out, I now suspect Matt. So I think Matt and Ben are the ones.
I didn't actually pick him out. I was asking
I
for
think
all
yeah.
the five
I
people.
don't.
And then when he was talking, we were having a conversation. I was trying to give him something to talk
A
about.
speaking platform.
Yeah.
Or platform.
Oh,
Yeah,
Matt is
'cause
mumbled.
Timothy and
Matt is
Graham,
mumbling a little
you called
bit
us,
now.
all of us.
I mean, I don't think that's suspicious to try to get the village to talk.
That's fair.
So, second nomination.
It's the second nomination?
Yeah, you did one vote. So.
Just want to
You were the first.
I'm gonna nominate Sonia then. Just
All right.
because
Is there a second for Sonia?
before I die, just so I nominate her at least once to keep my word.
I'll second just
I'm not
because.
suspicious of Sonia, to tell you the truth. I just
All right. So, Sonia, what's your defense?
it's just to move along.
So I am a villager, and I actually was thinking about Gil. That I think he's a villager too with me this time, just because he's not making plans. So
Not making plans.
yeah. Last time I played, boy, you were so tricky, and I lost because you were the werewolf. So I don't think you're the werewolf this time, but I'm a villager, and yeah, that's all I have to go on.
All right. 1, 2, 3. She is a werewolf. 5, 6. Well, 2 for now, so you're good.
All right. So let's vote for Sonia. 3, 2, 1, vote. So Sonia is alive. And we need a third nomination, or we will go
Oh,
to sleep.
Timothy voted against me. Timothy, should I nominate you?
No.
Remember, there's one person that has to.
Yeah.
That's true.
What about this thought, Connor? And maybe I'm overthinking things, but I want to bounce this off you. What if Gil and Sonia both are werewolves, and this was just a game they played? to
Wow, you
throw
guys go
suspicion off?
far.
So I'll answer that. I'm not smart enough to do that.
I don't think so. I really think it's Gil, and I want to nominate him, but I don't want to be the bad guy that gets rid of him.
I'm
So
not.
Somebody else
but,
wants to. I will second it.
You're gonna force me to come out with my role. Don't do that.
Didn't
we
You don't-
already
You don't
vote on
want
it? I
that. You don't
agree.
want that, Connor.
Go
I'm
out.
telling
come
you,
out
you
with
don't
your
want-
role,
you
then.
don't want me
I'm
to come
telling
out
you.
with
Well,
my
here's
role.
what's gonna happen, Gil. Either that you're gonna come out with your role, or what happens is they're gonna kill me tonight, knowing I'm gonna kill either you, Melissa. There's no point not coming out with your role.
Well,
Are you able to come out
I
with
just
your
think
role?
I just think it's gonna be a bad idea. I'm able to go. It's just gonna make my game harder.
You don't have to.
Well,
Because most of
actually,
the roles can't even come out with their roles, so
oh,
Yeah,
we
the
cannot come
Gwommy
out
bot.
with the rules.
a lot of them can't. There's only a couple, I think,
Baby
that can.
Dragon.
Yeah,
Baby Dragon cannot.
The
Gwommy
voter? I don't think the Gwommy voter
Gwommy
can
voter
either.
can't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nobody can except the hunter.
But
Well, Gwommy man could, but
The bots
Yeah.
can't either, right?
Nope.
oh yeah, bots can't.
So why don't you tell us, Gil?
It seems that only the hunter can come out with their role, so that is under the water. So you're gonna have to kill me now because I can't come out with my role.
I so want to nominate him. I would love somebody else to do it instead.
Oh, I feel like I'm being
Connor,
manipulated.
I'm innocent today.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but you're wrong. Sorry.
That's why I'm not gonna nominate you. I'm gonna let somebody else decide. But
So the question
Good,
is,
if you think I'm the werewolf.
No matter who nominates him.
Okay, I nominate Gil.
I'll second it.
All right.
That throws my plan out the water.
Okay, now I'm sure Sonia is a werewolf. When I die, and I'll be a villager, I just figured out that Sonia is a werewolf. I was joking before, but just what she did, she's a werewolf. When I die, because now there's no what was the role that you thought I was that didn't come out as that role doesn't exist. So I was die as a villager. Then you guys can kill Sonia because now just what she did, I know she's a werewolf.
No, we don't have to vote down for you. I actually said just a minute ago that I thought you were innocent, but to get it going, I'm not going to vote down on you.
There's something that happens if we don't kill.
Could be a
Could be a
starving
starving
wolf.
wolf.
Yeah.
Say that again.
If the starving wolf is in the game, we get two. They get 2 kills tonight.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
I heard
but
Starling
I
Wolf,
think
and I wasn't sure what he said.
But
means-
the odds of that may be pretty slim since there's what, 5 roles that the Gwommy Wolf can be?
And
Oh,
theoretically,
yeah.
like if we find out, we'll find out. I mean, we should. No, I shouldn't say because we would find out at least day 2 if there is a starving wolf. And be able
All
to
I know
act
is
accordingly.
that's probably one of the more popular ones of the ones that was offered. I would probably.
So, Gil, is that what you got? Any more defense?
well, I want to know who's second.
I did.
Okay. I'm not a werewolf. When I die, I think what Sonia did was weird. I was just joking about before, but now I know she's a werewolf.
All right, sounds like we can go to a vote. I'm gonna mute everyone since we're going tonight, no matter how this ends. So, voting for Jill. Up means save, down means kill. In 3, 2, 1, vote. And you are alive, Jill. So, good night, everyone. All right. I already realized that I like my candidate system better than this normal stuff, but it's fun to try it out with these rules, see how it goes. So, let's start with the Gwommy man. I will give you 2 options. You can do the top or the bottom. You want to do that, so who do you want to do it to? Okay, thank you. Then let's have the Gwommy Wolf wake up. So, Gwommy Wolf, you will do this to someone. Thank you. And werewolves. Werewolves, who do you want to try and kill? Thank you. All right, good morning everyone. And it's actually a really good morning because nobody died in the village. So have fun in day 2.
Job, Gwommy.
So in which situations nobody dies? If
If the
protect.
Gwommy man got
Dragon.
protect, baby
Protect.
dragon.
Oh, the baby dragon.
Or cursed.
No, or
Oh, the curse. That's
Scare.
true.
Cursed, baby dragon. Oh, scare. Yeah. Scare as well. So scare, baby dragon.
I really hate this that I have to do this, but I have to. So Joseph gave me a hidden seer role. And I was not planning on having to say this now because I didn't want to and I knew you guys wouldn't believe me. But I checked Gil the first night. I knew he was a werewolf. That's why I was going after him. And I just checked Melissa, who's also a werewolf. So they are both werewolves, by the
I
way.
am not.
Okay,
a
Connor is
werewolf.
Connor
No.
is lying.
I'm not lying.
You're totally
Then-
lying. There's no
Then by
possibility.
some.
There are lichen as well.
Yeah,
Well, okay,
can-
I will
I
you
am
can
say
do
not
that.
a werewolf.
That
Okay,
is
now
that could
I want to
be-
be
But
nominated.
here's what I'm
now.
going to say. Based on the way Gil played the first day, I do think he's an actual werewolf.
Now I want to be nominated, so then you guys can kill Connor after this. Now I want to be nominated.
No, I don't think Connor's a wolf, and I do think maybe what he saw is what he saw. But I'm telling you, 100%, I am not a wolf.
Neither am I, so there's no way for me to be a werewolf. So either he is lying,
I'm not
Or he
lying.
picked out the 2 lichens on the first.
but is there 2 lichens?
Well, there could be.
There
Unknown
can be.
number.
Unknown
Could be.
number.
Okay, but
You're saying
Nancy,
you go to
would I be a lichen and have a different role as well?
No.
It
Then
is
I'm
possible.
not a lichen.
In this setup, you can be anything. You can be a hunter and a Gwommy man or whatever. It's like
Oh, okay. Because if I'm a lichen, I don't know, but I'm not a lichen that I know. I will say that. not aware of being a lichen.
I mean, then it sounds like one of the two of these guys is bad, right?
No, I don't think
No,
either
no,
of us
no,
are
no.
bad.
Melissa could still be a lichen. I'm saying one of Connor and Gil is bad.
Not necessarily.
No, I don't think Connor's bad either. I
Well,
think
how
he's
would
just
he how would he
misinformation.
see Gil as a werewolf if he's
I
not
cannot
bad?
see
What-
why
if-
he wouldn't
if
be
Gil's
bad.
a lichen-
Because I'm not a werewolf. How would not he be
Well, no,
bad?
there's the slim potential that both of you are lichens, and Connor's telling the truth. He saw both of you. I said it's
I don't think that's likely.
it's not likely, but
I
it's a
don't.
possibility.
Yeah,
So-
but I
So it's possible to have a role.
Would I
in
know
Gil
Village,
what I-
anything can happen.
can I ask a rule? Would I know if I was a lichen, Joseph?
No, you don't know
No.
if you're a lichen, a cursed. Well, you would know if you're a hunter. You would know if you're a Gwommy bot.
The
So
only
Con-
possibility, the only
You're the
possibility for
hunter
Connor
and
to
you
be
got a secret role?
No. I was never the hunter. I was just kind of claiming that to hopefully defend myself.
the
a little,
only
but
the
no.
only way for Connor to be good is if I'm a lichen, which,
But if
as I
one of-
said, he
Connor-
would it
Connor-
would be hard
Connor-
for him to check 2 lichens. That's weird.
It is
Connor
hard.
It is
could
weird, but
also-
I am a
Well, listen,
With 3
I
werewolf-
checked you. Listen, I checked you the first night, so I just so happened to get werewolf. So I stuck with you, and then I threw out Melissa's name in that first night too. So I figured I might as well check Melissa, and I got werewolf again. And again, was not my plan to come out and tell you guys this right away, but I got 2 werewolves.
2 for
That's like
2.
2 information. I can't keep that to myself.
no,
Could
and
you
I
look
agree
at-
with you, Connor, but I'm telling you, like, I don't know about Gil. I don't suspect him, but I am 100% a
But
villain.
then how, like, if we both of us are lichen, that there's 5 people that are gonna check as werewolf. That is kind of crazy. Like,
Could Connor be a Gwommy bot who has a quirk
what I was
where he
thinking.
claims different
Mhm.
roles?
No,
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to say.
well, I'm telling you, that's not one of the cases. No.
Okay.
So
But it could
I'm gonna
That's what I was
nominate
thinking.
Melissa.
No,
nominate
don't do
Melissa.
it.
Okay, Melissa has been nominated. Is there a second?
why are you nominating Melissa?
Because in the one, she's usually not a werewolf, but the one time I saw her as a werewolf, she did this exact 100%. I'm not.
No.
The,
I don't think she's as nervous.
You guys are riding way
But-
too much on Connor's word. This is kind of weird.
I want
I'm
to check
gonna
his word.
second it because I want to hear her defense because I
All
did
right.
get werewolf. She could be a lichen, but I'd like to hear her defense.
So it's Melissa's defense time.
I am a villager, just plain villager, which means I am probably a lichen. I think you getting me and Gil as lichen is unlikely, but I do not suspect Gil. And if I do die, Sonia, Ben, and Matt are my wolves that I have on my list.
All right,
so
are we
you're
ready
saying
to
not
vote?
likely that you're both lichens, but you still don't suspect Gil.
No, I don't say Gil's not on my list. He hasn't said anything that made me like, I think it's unlikely, but it's not impossible.
Okay, so let's vote for Melissa. So up to save, down to kill. And we're voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. So 3 down, you're still alive, Melissa. And we need a second nomination. Sometimes, you know, not that quick, but sometime.
Well, I think I'm dead tomorrow, so I don't know what else I can do to help in this round.
My only suspicions right now is Sonia. A little bit Matt because he's quieter than usual, and a little bit of Johnny, but mostly Sonia right now.
I mean, I don't see a reason to kill somebody other than either Connor or Gil at this point. I mean, one of them is bad.
It's a small village. I'm fine. You're gonna kill me. The problem is if Connor is good and you kill me and you see that I'm good, then you kill him next. We're gonna shrink this village very
I guess
quick.
that's
Yep.
what I still haven't confirmed. How is it possible if you claim you have a role, which means you wouldn't also be a lichen? That was my
He
understanding.
could. He could have the lichen and a roll.
With that.
Maybe I should have clarified it because of the few number of people is now. These 4 things you can be, they can stack up on anything.
That's the only way for Connor to see me. Either he's lying or I'm a lichen somehow. I'm gonna nominate Sonia because she's the only person that I'm suspecting right now. I don't
All
know
right.
anybody
It's
else.
a nomination for Sonia. Is there a second?
Yeah, I'm alone.
I'll second. She's on my list.
Okay, we have a second. So Sonia, your defense.
So I'm a villager, and I don't know why I seem guilty to you. I don't know.
And the worst part, you're not gonna die anyway, so
I have a question.
I won't be able to confirm.
He just told me. No.
Sonia, did you read the post that said that your tell was that if you say anything other than "I'm a villager" as your first sentence, it means you're not a villager?
Yes, but that's been a long joke. So because I've been playing since the beginning of this, so yeah.
All right. So.
But the probability of me being a villager is like 95%, and so yeah.
You got
I'm
into
a
the
villager.
5% today.
No, not today. That would be fun.
Let's have a vote for Sonia. So voting up means save, voting down means kill. In 3, 2, 1, vote. So we have 3 down. That's not enough. So we keep going for a third nomination or going to sleep, maybe.
I do want to kill somebody today. I don't want to go to sleep without another kill again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I agree with you, but I don't want to agree too much because I see I'm the main target right now.
I'll nominate Gil because it doesn't seem like he has an important role, and this will just clear this up, and we can start fresh tomorrow.
That is true.
We have a nomination for Gil. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Yeah, there's a
All right.
second. So defense
So
time.
I'm a villager. I'm a good guy. So I'm very suspicious of Sonia now, more and more as she goes. And I'm a little suspicious of Johnny. Johnny is my next name on the list. And then Matthew. So they might be innocent. Matthew and Johnny is just a hint. But just so when I die, you guys watch those two and definitely kill Sonia. Now, you guys are going to have to figure out Connor after I
There's
die.
no way, unless the bodyguard is picked tonight, there's no way I make it through tonight. They're going to kill me. It's a
So if you don't get killed means that you, yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. That's my defense. I'm not a werewolf. But you guys do as you will.
Okay.
But just keep my words in mind, Sonia, and Johnny, and then Matthew.
You always suspect me.
Sorry, I suspect you, Johnny, a little bit.
So we are ready to vote. I'm gonna mute you all since we go to sleep no matter what happens. And to save Jill, you vote up. To kill Jill, you vote down. In 3, 2, 1, vote. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 down. So Jill, I'm sorry to say, but you have been killed. And Jill was a villager. So good night, everyone. And let's start off with the Gwommy man. So you will choose between these two. You want to do that? All right. So who do you want to do it to? Okay. Then you can go back to sleep, and we're gonna have the Gwommy wolf. You can do this, or you have to do this actually. So who do you want to do it to? Thank you. Right, let's have the werewolves wake up. So werewolves, you can wake up. And who do you want to kill? Okay. And everyone can wake up. And it's been a bloody night though. Melissa, you have been eaten in the night. Sorry to say, Melissa was a villager.
Wow. And Connor's alive.
Well, it's interesting because we don't like it's a 1 in 6 chance of us even having a protect during the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
The other
it's,
thing
it's
is
more than
if
1 in 6 because they might choose that, right?
If the Gwommy, since we didn't have a kill night 1, if the Gwommy man, I'm not saying it could come out yet, but if the Gwommy man did a scare, they know who a werewolf is.
Correct.
That's just an if.
I mean, they might also be able to clear somebody if they protected somebody, but
It's very possible Gil was our Gwommy man.
I think he would have said.
He would have said.
yeah, he would have given us information at least.
He
Before died.
couldn't. He
was
couldn't
either
really.
that or he was something regular. He wasn't the baby dragon because he died.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he was the Gwommy voter.
I thought he was a robot.
He
I
could have
thought
been
he
a
was
robot,
and
which
like
would
his
make sense.
quirk was he had to randomly go after someone, and that's why he went after Sonya. That was my thinking.
Or maybe he couldn't speak unless somebody said his name or something, and that's why he was quiet more than he would normally.
Mm-hmm.
And Melissa voted to save him, so I thought that was a tell. But wow.
I voted to save him too because I really thought he was innocent.
That's right. I thought he was a werewolf, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Did you get
I
another
was surprised by
werewolf, Connor?
Melissa. I thought Melissa and Gil were pretty much in lockstep. So when I thought that Gil was a werewolf,
Well, here we go.
I thought
Connor,
he was too.
your secret seer, did you do anything last night?
Oh, I'm not the seer. I'm a bodyguard.
He's a Gwommy bot, like I said.
Yeah, okay.
Or he's a werewolf.
Hey, it's almost like playing with Gwommy.
Yeah.
Oh, Gwommy. That actually kind of looks like it might be a purple sweater.
Much
too.
more literal approach than Paul took. But
So me saying that I checked Gil and Melissa, I was paying attention to who was keeping their mouths shut because obviously the werewolves want me to go after them because they were both villagers. Those 3 people would be Matthew, Ben, and Johnny. They didn't want to say anything in there. They wanted me to continue to go after Gil and Melissa. So I'm sticking with those 3 as of right now. I think Graham is a potential could have turned. He came out saying he was a regular villager. He could have been cursed. He could have turned. But Ben, Matthew, and Johnny, got to get rid of one of those 3. Those are the only ones I'm going to vote for.
So you came hard after Gil and Melissa to try to get other people to defend them?
No, I was trying to see if any werewolves would try and... Obviously, werewolves want me to go after them. They were both villagers. So they were going to keep their mouths shut and just kind of watch. And Matthew, Ben, and you all were kind of okay with what was going on. Obviously, they weren't werewolves. They were both villagers.
I voted up
The
for
werewolves
Gil.
are going to stay quiet. I would say Scotty was going after them, so I don't think he was a werewolf. I think Sonya. I just don't think Sonya's a werewolf. I don't think Adam is. I don't know anything about Timothy yet. And again, I think Graham probably could have turned. If he kind of said he was a regular villager, they could have went after him. And that could have been the reason.
fair,
he
but
died.
I think at least 4 other people also said they were regular villagers. So
Yeah, but we also have
suspicious
some
that you don't know
rules.
anything
We have
about
some rules
Timothy
that can't say what they are.
true.
I mean, it could be that you're bad and you're piggybacking off of 2 of Melissa's picks too.
It could be, but I'm not.
Because well, we know Melissa's good now. She picked out me and Ben, and now you're piggybacking off that, and it's a good way to get us killed during the day. I don't know if Ben's.
It is, and if it's a werewolf, then I'm right, and I'm happy that I killed you.
That's fine, but I'm just saying, like, it's also a good werewolf move to be like, hey, Melissa's dead. Let's kill the people she pointed out, whether she was right or not.
Yeah.
And you got. I mean, if you're a werewolf, you've managed to get 2 people killed.
Yeah, but isn't it a good thing you guys left me alive too, hoping that they'd vote me out, and that's one more villager killed? Because if I said I was the seer, and the werewolves obviously know I'm not the seer, because I picked 2 people that were villagers, so they're like, well, he's obviously not the seer. I don't have to worry about killing him. So that's why they left me around. They knew I wasn't the seer. So
Well,
I really think it's Matthew.
The werewolves might have assumed you were protected too, right? There's nothing to do
there's
with
there's like a 1 in however many chance to get the protect.
Right,
It's
and the
not-
same deal with the seer. So
it's
it's
not
like
that rare Because you're not gonna ever you're not gonna if you get protect, you're gonna pick protect. You have 3 things in each side, so it's not that impossible.
No, there
to
was
protect.
Oh, okay. I get, but if it's on the other side, there's 4 things actually.
No, if you get C and protect, you're probably going to pick C. Let the werewolves choose protect. The Gwommy wolf can pick protect, which is worthless.
Yeah, but in this case, if the seer comes out, you should pick protect.
I think it's really suspicious that you don't know anything about Timothy yet, Connor.
I don't know anything. I do know some things about Timothy. I was hoping not to say anything, but thanks for bringing that up.
Why wouldn't you say anything?
Well, because I don't want to put a target on his back.
Yeah, I don't think we need to discuss Timothy.
Yeah, let's not discuss Timothy. It's a bad idea.
Oh boy, goodness.
I'll nominate Matthew to get the
I'll
game down.
second it.
3
All right. So Matthew, you were nominated in second. What is your defense?
I'm just a villager. I'm probably gonna die because Melissa picked me out and now Connor's going for me. But I don't think me not like I was. What he's saying I was quiet yesterday. Well, I was because I don't think it's worthwhile to get in the middle of an argument with 3 people when I don't have any information and the 3 people. Well, one person claims to have information which he didn't, and I don't think me chiming in there is going to actually help anything. So that's why I was quiet yesterday, believe me or not.
All right. So let's vote for Matthew. So we will vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. So we have 3 down. That's not enough. So Matthew is alive. That was the first nomination of the day.
I'll nominate Ben.
Ben has been nominated. Is there a second for Ben?
I'll second.
I think he's just trying to control it.
Okay. So Ben, what's your defense?
I mean, this is going to be pretty weak. I'm just a regular villager. I mean, it's possible that I'm cursed or a lichen. I guess I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I'm not a bot, but I'm not. I'm really suspicious of Connor at this point. I mean, I know seems really obvious to be a bot because this could all just be his little quirk thing, but this was also the exact quirk of one of the players that played in the last Gwommy Village. So it would be a really, really easy one to replicate. Coming out as the seer and pointing towards 2 people that turned out to be villagers seems really suspect. And now, like Johnny said, he's really, really trying to control the conversation here. And I think that's pretty suspicious. I already mentioned, I think it's suspicious that he at least said at first that he doesn't know anything about Timothy. You don't have to say why, but you could at least say, I trust Timothy, or I think he's good, or something like that. But yeah, I mean, we're 2 villagers down, and it's because of Connor. So that's where my suspicion is. I don't have anything beyond that.
That's incorrect. The werewolves killed Melissa, not us.
All right. Let's vote for Ben. So voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. I see 3, 4, 5 down and 4 up. So Ben, you have been killed. But before you go away, Ben is a werewolf, but he's also a hunter. So who do you want to take with you?
Let's take Scotty.
So Scotty is not going to die. So Ben is gone, and Scott is still here. So good night, everyone. And I am going to mute you all. All right. So that was exciting. So let's see here. I need to update my notes, and then I will ask the Gwommy man to wake up, and you will get these options. You want to do that, so who do you want to do it to? Thank you. And then we're going to have the Gwommy wolf wake up, and you will have to do this. Okay, thank you. So let's have the werewolves wake up. And who do you want to kill? Or try to kill? Thank you. And you can go back to sleep, and then everyone can wake up, except Connor. You have been killed in the night. Connor was a villager.
So we finally got a wolf.
Yep.
Timothy, how
There's
did you vote the last one?
Two, I believe we now we know there's
Down.
2 confirmed good people if we're paying attention.
Yep.
Man, Gil, I don't want to play past games, but Gil has been spot on when he knows he's going to die and he makes a call out. It's been right. Unfortunately,
Call out?
He called out
Huh?
Sonya.
Sonya.
yeah,
And?
he was spot on. He's been on par, you know.
He called
I
out
think
Sonya.
he
Was
called.
there anyone else though?
I think he called Johnny and Matthew as
He's-
well.
Yeah, suspecting
Yeah.
me, which he always does.
He did, but he was like Sonya first for sure. The other 2 are his backups.
We've had 3 villagers call out Matthew.
Yeah.
All
And-
3 that have died have called out Matthew.
Mm.
Scotty died, and is either the baby dragon or the cursed villager.
No,
Yeah,
no.
he wouldn't be the
Cursed
first
He can't
I
be
don't
villager.
think you can be cursed. I think you would
Or
have to
the
be.
wolves have to kill him to.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so he died by the hunter. He would just die if he was cursed. I believe.
So then he can only be the baby dragon?
And the Gwommy man have enough information to come out? I don't know.
We
It
don't
depends
know
what
if
they've
they
been
even
getting
got to
at.
see.
They could be dead too. Yeah, we don't
They
know.
could have been trying to scare and failing. They could have been protecting, failing.
If they scared someone, not any of these nights in there, well, only first night was no kill.
Yeah.
So if they scared night 1, they should come out because that's another wolf. But if not,
Unless they
I
scared Ben.
Yeah,
Gil was probably the Gwommy man and died.
I think
Or-
he would have said something though.
I almost think it was Connor. I think he was
I
trying
was
to say all that
Thinking
stuff
maybe
to,
Connor.
to cover up what his actual role was.
Yeah.
Well, I saw
And
him
I think
voting
maybe
up
he
and down,
actually
up and
did
down.
see Ben. Or did see whoever.
Oh,
Or maybe he scared Ben the first night, and when they didn't get a kill,
He figured it out.
I don't know.
could
I
also
kinda-
been Melissa too.
Yeah, it's
She
hard
didn't
telling.
get to say anything when she left.
Because yeah, they haven't picked silence because they wouldn't, because they would take protect, and there
But,
hasn't been any.
but even if they
silence.
didn't pick silence,
I don't think
then
it's.
either the Gwommy wolf or the Gwommy man would have gotten it, right? So
That's
it
what I
just means
think. I
silence
think they've
hasn't
been.
come up.
I think they've been picking. I think. Yeah.
Well, we
I
know
think-
Ben was the Gwommy wolf because he was the hunter.
Yeah.
So we know he was the Gwommy wolf.
Right.
Was he?
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
And
the Gwommy
yep,
wolf
somebody,
picked one of
it's
those
the
roles.
the reason no one died the first night could have been a cursed,
Right.
which means all it did was add another werewolf. Unfortunately.
Does anyone want to
Well-
come out and say they turned?
I think the fact that we didn't get silence means it's more likely that we have got protect.
Yeah, for sure. Because if silence came up, the Gwommy wolf would have done silence because it would have been.
Well, no, and Joseph would have said, "I'm silencing this person."
Yeah,
He-
that's what I'm saying.
He already stated that. So
There's 3 different placards he has. One of them has protect and silence. We have not seen silence once today, which means whenever the placards come up, it's been protect.
and kills too risky.
And kill, yeah, kill hasn't been.
Yeah, but
chosen
if you don't
either,
kill,
so-
the wolves get 2.
Yeah, so.
Is-
Oh,
So
because it would
so-
go to the Gwommy
Because
wolf.
it go to the Gwommy
so kill
wolf,
hasn't
which
come up either, so it's probably.
It's safe now though, because if we suspect
Yeah.
Ben was the Gwommy wolf, then it's okay to
Right.
pass on that.
Yeah, he definitely was the Gwommy wolf. There was no regular wolf hunter. So we don't have to worry about giving the Gwommy wolf a roll. Joseph will do his normal thing and wake him up at night.
Well, I mean, yeah, we know it's not the starving wolf. Oh no, the Gwommy wolf is the hunter wolf.
Yeah, the Gwommy wolf's gone.
Yeah,
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
So do we think that there's still 2 wolves? Maybe 2 started and then 1 is turned as cursed, or do we think that the Gwommy man was lucky on the first night?
There are less than 4.
Yes.
I think there's 2.
You have thoughts on who they might be, Timothy?
I think one of them is Matthew.
I agree. But I don't want to nominate him first.
I mean, the good thing about this is the werewolves are never going to kill me. So
Because you're a
I'll
werewolf, and
nominate
they can't.
Matthew.
I
I'll
understand.
So we
nominate
have a
Matthew.
nomination for Matthew. Is there
Sorry.
a second? Sonia
Can the same
seconds?
person be nominated back to back, Joseph?
Yeah, but not by the same person.
Not by. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll second Scotty's.
Yeah,
Sonia.
Sonia already did.
Sonia beat you to
So,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Matthew, it's your defense.
I'm a villager. I don't have any cool things going on. Everybody seems to suspect me, so I suppose I'm going to die eventually, but I think we should at least have some more nominations and votes today and put them on another later vote. See how things go and get some reads off people.
All right.
Do you have any suspicions? Anything?
I mean, the only persons who I don't really have a read on Johnny, because I've never played with him before, and maybe I played with him once, but I can't really read him. I trust Timothy, and I trust Scotty, and that is all. And I've watched Graham play, but both times I watched him play, I misread him, so I don't really want to say anything about him, because when he was the Invisible Man that game, that was really, yeah. Oh no, I did play with him in Invisible Man, but yeah, he confused me that game, so.
Okay, so let's vote for Matthew. Up to save, down to kill in 3, 2, 1. Vote. We have 2 up only, so Matthew has
Thanks,
been killed.
Tim.
And I'm going to mute you. Matthew was a werewolf. And good night, everyone. All right. So then, let's have the Gwommy man wake up. And you can choose between these 2. You want to do that, so who do you want to do it to? Okay. Thank you. And then let's have the Gwommy wolf wake up, and you have to do this. Thank you. So, werewolves, wake up and choose a target. Thank you. And everyone can wake up. And good news, nobody died.
Good.
Nominate Sonia.
Nomination
The way
for
she seconded,
Sonia.
and Matthew was a werewolf. Seems like she was trying to save skin.
Is there a second for Sonia?
Sure.
All right.
Scotty did too.
If she's not, you can kill me still.
Let's have some defense.
So I'm a villager, and I've been on the right side of the votes, and I have voted the werewolves out along with the other one of you guys who have, and I have voted for villagers. So yeah, I have a good track record. So I'm a villager.
All right. So let's vote for Sonia. And let's vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. We have a tie, 3-3. So nothing happens, and the first nomination is over.
Joseph, I have a question. Can the roles you said could potentially be stacked? Would they keep their original role? So, for instance, if Scotty was the baby dragon, but say he was also cursed, would he become a werewolf but still have 2 lives?
Yeah, everything stacks.
Okay. So even though we trust him and Timothy, it's possible that they turned.
So you can be cursed and a roll, or Lycan and a roll?
Possibly.
Okay.
Turned.
Okay, I have to nominate Johnny because he was the other name thrown around.
All right, it's a nomination for Johnny. Is there a second? Doesn't look like it. So, oh, there we go.
Oh, Scotty
is seconding. Yeah. Okay, so Johnny, your defense.
I'm just a villager. Right now, Sonia's my highest suspicion, just because the way she reluctantly seconded Matthew and then voted down on Matthew seemed like it was something a werewolf would do to try to pretend to be a villager. If you do vote me out, vote Sonia out next, please. And then my other suspicion would be on Graham potentially having turned, but again, that's not very high. And that's all I got.
All right, so let's vote for Johnny. And we're gonna vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. And that's totally safe here. So we need a third nomination.
I'll go back to Sonia.
You're muted.
Sonia.
I was going to nominate Sonia. I regret my upvote.
Was there a nomination?
Yes.
Yeah, I nominate Sonia.
Okay, is there a second?
They both did it, yeah.
So Sonia, defense again.
So the reason why you saw that was just because it's towards the end of the game, and I always get really leery when I'm a villager and I'm voting for people, and we have no seer, and I only know Adam for sure to be a villager, and so there's no concrete. And when that happens, I have been on the losing side of it and guessed wrong, and so that was my hesitation.
How do you know I'm a villager?
You just seem like it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's other confirmed villagers, so that's a terrible lie.
Yeah, I'm
but
a
it's
villager.
possible you guys could turn. It's possible you guys could have turned, but I trust the 2 confirmed.
All right, so I'm going to mute everyone since it's the third vote of the day. So vote for Sonia, up or down in 3, 2, 1, vote. And Sonia has been killed by the village, and Sonia was a totally regular werewolf. So good night, everyone. And let's have the Gwommy man wake up. So you can do this or that. You want to do that, and who do you want to do it to? Thank you. And let's have the Wolfman wake up. Or not Wolfman, the Gwommy Wolf. Sorry, I'm confused. You have to do this. Who do you want to do it to? Thank you. All right, werewolves, wake up. Who do you want to murderize? Thank you. And everyone can wake up. Well, except for Timothy. You've been slain by the werewolves in the night. Sorry. And he was a villager. And we don't need seconds anymore, by the way, since we're...
Graham or Johnny, are either of you hunters? Or did we just not have any hunters?
No, I'm not a hunter.
Adam, do you
I
have
haven't
a
had a
role?
hunter yet, have you?
No. I'm just playing villager.
So we have
How many no death nights have there been? Was it just the
Two.
one?
No, we had one recently.
Okay.
Yeah, just last night. Or not the
Two
night that
nights?
just happened, the previous night. And then like the very first night.
So it feels like the Gwommy man is alive and protecting. The Gwommy man needs to come out if he's alive.
If he's not, yeah, we don't have 2 werewolves, or we would have lost now. So
It's got, but yeah.
there's only 1 left, and it's not Scotty. So it's one of the 3 people that have said they're villagers that was probably either been lying the whole time or was turned.
I'm trying to think of another way.
There's still a chance it could be Scotty, but again, I'm not hugely keen that it is.
No, there's no way it could be.
I'm just trying. Without protect, I would die. I think if they tried to kill me. I think I'm trying to think of. There's no other way. I mean, come on, Gwommy man, come out wherever you are. I guess. Oh shoot, they could have hit the they could have just now hit the cursed instead of hitting the cursed early. Oh crap, that'd be 2 werewolf. No, the game would be over.
That's what I'm saying. We would have lost. That was...
No, Sonya could have hit it 1, turned them, and then now there's 1 left. Sonya could have been the last werewolf, turned a cursed, and now there's 1 left.
Oh, it was going to be the end of the game, but she
turned a cursed person the night before.
So did you turn Scotty?
No, I'm not cursed.
Did you turn Johnny?
I did not.
Graham, did you turn?
I also did not.
I thought Graham turned on night 2 or whatever that was, but again, he's the only person that said he was a villager. But again, that was just a weak suspicion that they would have gone after him to try to find cursed.
Man, this is Adam's favorite game of all time, and he probably has more strategy than I've never seen him play this way though, and be a wolf.
So Joseph,
Well, he called out.
Can I ask Joseph a question real quick?
Yeah.
So as the assumption is Scotty's the baby dragon, if he was also cursed, if the wolves went after him, would the baby dragon protect him in any way from turning?
Yeah, it would be sort of cursed happens when you die. So instead of dying, like if they went after him twice, if he was the baby dragon, then the second time he wouldn't die.
Okay. So Scotty's safe unless they went after him twice.
Well, no, we voted him out once. No, we didn't, did we?
No, the werewolf hunter tried to.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, so if Scott is the baby dragon, that was one of his lives.
Okay.
So
and
if they tried, I'm not saying I'm the baby dragon. I'm not saying, if I was a cursed baby dragon.
Then on the second night, when they knew that you were the baby dragon, they could have tried to take a shot at you to kill a known villager. But why would they?
Well, I mean, the only one that we're certain about is Scotty. So if I was a werewolf, I would have gotten rid of him.
Okay.
Hoping to join their team, yeah.
Because then, yeah.
And it would be a really good role to hide under. So, man, I'm at.
Is this the last day? If we kill a villager, then the wolf will kill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So who has been the werewolf? Sonya was a werewolf.
Sonya, Ben, and Matt.
Ben. And who?
Matt.
Matt.
And Ben was the Gwommy.
And
So
Adam was strong on Ben, and he was strong on he would be playing an epic werewolf role and deserved to win if he tried to kill all his werewolves to hide behind that. I like that idea. I've thought about trying it. It's never worked for me. That'd be epic, and I'd say Adam, congratulations. So
Adam's the one I trust right now.
I know. So
I did that
it's
with Blake
Graham-
though too, and he was a werewolf.
Johnny was suspicious by several people who
Weak
are no longer
suspicions,
here.
Weak suspicions.
Okay, here's the issue. I'm the Gwommy man. I know at the beginning of the game Johnny was safe. Last night I was told Graham is a werewolf, but I don't know if Graham's a Lycan and Johnny got turned.
That's actually good news. That tells me that I'm not cursed, that I'm a Lycan, but
I did not get turned. I've been a villager the whole time.
So Scotty, I don't know what to do with that info.
So you what'd you do the first night? You scared some what no, you
The
looked
first night I saw Johnny, he was a villager. But
if we kill me
that
today,
night, he could have
Oh,
been.
but if you saw him was a villager, there's no roles that misread.
I know, but since there wasn't a kill, there
He could've
wasn't
been
a
cursed.
kill. The night that there wasn't a kill at the very beginning, I protected myself. So I don't know if the werewolves would have gone after me, but I also don't know if they would have gone after Johnny that early.
I think the
That was my-
likelihood of Scotty being a baby dragon cursed turned is unlikely, which leaves it between me and Johnny.
Right, I know.
And if
Or
I die
still think
today,
Adam, this would be
you
an
need to
epic
protect
role.
that night.
This would be an epic role to come out with and be a werewolf.
I scared Sonya the second time there was no kill because I knew she was a werewolf. So I scared her. That's why there wasn't a kill 2 nights ago.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
So
Well,
the
then I think it's
problem
Graham. Because you saw him as a werewolf.
Right.
He's either a Lycan or Johnny turned, right?
Right,
That's
I know.
fine.
That's the thing is I have
But then you need to
information, but I
protect
just
tonight
can't
if you
trust
kill
it.
me.
What's that?
That's fine, but if you kill me now, you need to protect tonight.
Right.
Or kill.
And it's random, right? You get random rolls and protect
Yeah.
could come up. That'd be awesome. That'd be if Graham is not the last werewolf and you get protect, then we're home free.
Well, ideally I would get kill because I wouldn't know. It would be 50-50 whether to protect you or myself.
Oh, I got you.
So I'm going to nominate Graham just because that's the info I got.
All right.
You gotta
So
go with-
Graham is nominated. What is your defense?
I mean, it's not me. Good luck tonight. It's got to be Johnny if it's not Scotty.
So let's vote for Graham. In 3, 2, 1, vote. Graham has been killed. But Graham was a ordinary... it's not really an ordinary werewolf. He was a werewolf that got turned. So the village has won in some weird way.
He
Thought I got turned night 2. Night 2? Is that when you got turned? After you said you were a villager? I assume they went after you, assuming you were cursed.
I'm going to go through the roles, just tradition here. But this game was so weird. Like, I thought there was no way the village would win because... Alright, so we started off with the cursed villager Graham, who turned right away, basically. And at that point, there was 4 werewolves to, like... I don't know. It didn't seem like it was possible for the village to win. But then Melissa, of course, called out all the werewolves, except for Graham. I don't know. I need to put in more werewolves in the games when Melissa is in. So then we had the Gwommy bot Jill, who had to question a nomination every day, which wasn't that fun. I thought it would be fun, but it came very natural for you, Jill. You just like, oh, why did you nominate? It's like nobody even noticed. Then we had the Gwommy bot Connor, who had to claim a role that was in the game or not in the game. And the funny thing with that is, like, if he was the seer, when did he wake up? There's no spot in the night when I would have woken him up, and everyone believed him. I was trying not to laugh because that, like, the logic didn't make sense, but it was funny. Then we had Johnny, who was just ordinary villager. Melissa, same. Melissa had no special, just a villager. Adam was the Gwommy man. Scotty was the baby dragon. Matt and Sonia were werewolves, and then Ben was also a werewolf, but he was the Gwommy wolf. He chose between Wolf Hunter and Wolfman, and he chose Hunter, which made total sense because there's like no seer. So, and then the voter was Timothy, which you also figured out. So yeah, I hope you had fun. This was a weird game, and I will say I'm sorry for when I change up things between games. I should be very clear, like, okay, this game things can be stacked on top of each other, and this could be. I should have been more clear about that at the
I
beginning.
think it was very fun. That was tense down to the
Yeah.
very last
Sorry.
night.
Wait, just a second.
Sorry, Johnny. I almost got you killed.
Just a
I don't know
second.
why, but I was suspicious of you for some reason.
So there were no lichens, Joseph?
No lichens, no.
Oh gosh. I
And no
hate you.
no hunters either.
Yeah, so that's hilarious, Joseph, because I didn't even think about that there was no seer waking up.
I
Oh,
thought of
no,
it.
I did immediately, but I didn't want to pull it.
I didn't wanna
My
bring it
thought
up.
Process.
I did not wanna
thought
bring it up.
process was, and it's exactly what I said. I picked Melissa and Gil, thinking if they're both good, the werewolves are gonna sit back and shut up. And the minute Gil died and was a villager, I was like, all right, Matthew was super quiet. Let us go after Gil and Melissa. Ben was super quiet. I was like, those guys have to be bad because they just sat back and watched.
That was
Because
really cool.
obviously they weren't
I
going
like
to
that.
kill me
That's a good
because
move.
they knew I wasn't the seer. They knew there was going to be suspicion. So I was like, this is good. I was totally trying to do that, but fortunately, you guys didn't want to go after Matthew right away. You went
I
after-
think I should have actually put in a mystery role. So like at one spot in the night, I say a mystery person wake up, and nobody knows what that is.
I like
That
it.
would make it interesting.
I didn't think we were going to win that game. I thought we were
Neither
losing.
did I.
So
Right.
Mainly,
Confident.
mainly
when
because
Connor called out Melissa and Gil, I thought for sure he was a werewolf.
I
But was
think-
like,
I
but
think-
he plays those roles where
The
no,
hunter,
I thought he was a bot of some kind. That's why
the
I was
hunter trying to kill me helped because it cleared me.
absolutely.
Yep.
No, I'm so sorry again, Johnny. I was so suspicious of you, and I thought we
I
would lose
figured-
the game because of that.
I tried to be a little quiet because that's how I am normally, and then that's how people were suspicious of me when I'm a werewolf as well, is just kind of being quiet. So I thought maybe if I played as a villager, quiet as well.
Well, the problem is like Scotty was like,
But
Gil is always on the money. He is gonna think, oh no, Scotty's
it
gonna
was
kill
slight
Johnny now.
suspicion. Slight suspicion.
He's gonna kill Johnny.
I
Gil,
was
why were you so suspicious of me the
I
first
wasn't,
day?
though. I
That
was
was right
playing
at
with
the
you.
start.
I was playing with you on the beginning, but then
That was funny.
and then at some point you react a little weird.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
what made
know.
me suspicious of you.
Yeah. I wasn't suspicious of you at all. I was just playing on the beginning. It was just the way you react a couple times, a little like protective.
I will say I will tell you one fun thing. It's like one main fun thing that happened during the night is that the same night that Adam chose to kill someone, he chose Connor, and then the werewolves also chose Connor. So that's why only
Because
one
I knew
person
they were
died.
going to, so I didn't want to give them a second kill, and I didn't want to miss someone. I knew they would kill Connor, so I just chose him as well. So
Well, when
So
you
what did
came
you
out
give them
as,
instead?
like scare or something. I don't even remember.
But I had
The
just
funny
died
thing, I would never
before,
be
so
suspicious of you,
Connor
Sonia,
will
if
find out.
wasn't the banter you had with Connor in the beginning. If you guys hadn't had that interaction, I would not get involved in that joke, and I would have never paid attention.
The
It's
other
funny how
thing-
things happen.
The other thing that kind of, and Gil jumped on it right away, but I was like, if somebody nominates Gil, I'll vote down. And then immediately somebody's like, all right, I'll nominate him. I was like, all right, I'll second. And then that's when Gil was like, all right, it's definitely Sonia because she just jumped on that.
Oh, she okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but to
nominated
be
her.
Real quick.
truthful,
I said I'm
truthful,
done.
as a villager, I'm really hasty too. So everyone is like, "Well, let's think about this," and then I'm like, "Let's nominate this person," and I'm hasty. So
I was
so
worried.
that's not a given.
Breathe in. Look into these eyes. Subscribe to the channel. Now, exhale.